Virtual schooling, a way to improve student success. My name is Christina Ransey. I am a high school business education teacher. I am enrolled at Walden University pursuing my specialist degree in educational technology. This presentation will provide historical information about virtual schooling. It will also provide details about the move virtual schooling would make through the innovation process. I chose this innovation because if it is used correctly, it can increase our overall student success rate. Some students may need a blended learning environment using face-to-face and online learning, while others may succeed taking online courses only. No matter the choice, students would still be monitored to ensure they succeed. The research I have done will support the information in this presentation. For the past 4 decades, long-distance learning has been available to students. Initial efforts used the phonogram or radio to deliver instruction, which evolved into television in the 1960s and 70s. The Internet became the modern carrier of long-distance education in the mid-1990s, which gave birth to virtual and online schools. The need to make training and other forms of education accessible outside the 4 walls of the classroom sparked the development of virtual schooling or distance education. The concept of virtual schooling or distance education began as early as the 1700s. Distance education began with the instruction of simple tasks like lessons in shorthand. There are many lead thinkers for distance education from different decades. Some of the lead thinkers are individuals and some are organizations such as the military and universities. The military offered special training using distance education. Radios, phones, and televisions were the first devices that delivered distance education. Now, the computer and portable devices are the main sources for delivering distance education. Students need an alternative learning environment to obtain training, high school education, and higher education. For high school students, things such as bullying, teen pregnancy, health problems, behavior, learning styles, and the desire to finish school sooner are some reasons virtual schooling is needed. Students using virtual schooling or distance education for training or higher education may need to balance a career, home life, or personal life. Location may also be a factor in why a person chooses to attend a virtual school. Virtual schooling also saves the cost of physically traveling to a building. Expectations of the development process. Some of the problems encountered during the development process are technical issues, structure of courses, and skeptical consumers. The intended audience for this are parents wanting to homeschool their children, adults wanting to further their education, and individuals wanting an alternative route to getting a proper education. The marketing process. Virtual schooling is internet-based, therefore marketing can be done via the web. In the beginning stages of the development of virtual schooling, word of mouth was important. Now, radio ads, magazine ads, billboards, and television ads are used as marketing tools. Distribution is made easy because it is web-based. We can use the Board of Education's website, Facebook, newspaper, newsletters to parents, and Channel 13 and 17 to spread the word to the students, parents, and community. The S-curve of virtual schooling. As we can see, the need for virtual schooling started out slow and increased over the years. The diffusion percentage depends upon the geographic location. Virtual schooling is not at its peak yet because there are some late adopters to this process. There has been a tremendous growth in the number of students taking online classes. This chart shows data from the late 1990s until the present. There are currently over 2 million students enrolled in online courses in various states. The early adopters of virtual schooling. In our district, the early adopters would be teachers, administrators, and parents who have experienced online learning. Other early adopters would be students that need credits to graduate, students wanting to graduate early, and students with behavior issues that have been required to take online courses. Using data from the results of other states or school districts that have successfully used virtual schooling would help persuade some people to adopt this process. The laggards of the adoption process. The laggards would be people that are not as tech savvy as they would like to be, and people that would prefer face-to-face training. Proper training and a blended learning model may help convince the laggards to adopt the virtual schooling process. The attributes that would help the diffusion of virtual schooling. I believe trialability, observability, and compatibility are the attributes that would help meet the needs of our school district. Sometimes the best teacher is experience. If a few people are willing to try it, then others will be able to observe the results of their experiences. Virtual schooling is compatible with the mission and vision of our school district. The decentralized approach. Virtual schooling is not a new thing to the county, therefore it can be used in more than one location. I chose the middle schools and the high schools because when students do not succeed at this level, they are prone to drop out of school. The change agents. The counselors, graduation coaches, teachers, and administrators are the individuals that impact the students. Each group is needed to advocate for the change that is required to help our students be successful in school. These individuals will also be the support system for students choosing to use virtual schooling as an option. The 7 roles of change agents. The counselors, graduation coaches, teachers, and administrators will use these 7 roles listed here to help aid the diffusion process. The 7 roles will also help make a positive change in the school district and community. These 7 roles are taken from the Diffusion of Innovation written by Everett M. Rogers. The critical mass. Virtual schooling has passed the required 10 to 20% adoption rate needed to reach the critical mass. Virtual schooling for K through 12 and post-secondary has increased annually. There are challenges in both areas, but the number of students enrolling in online programs continues to rise. The critical need for change. The graduation rate and the number of high school student dropouts are 2 reasons we need an alternative to the traditional educational system. Blended learning opportunities will provide students a chance to succeed. The proper support team, technology tools, and motivation to change the mindset of our students will ensure that virtual schooling is a successful innovation to implement for our county.